Alright guys, here we are, back again. I know, another recent vinyl find so soon, but it's technically part 2 of the last vinyl finds that I had, because I hadn't listened to everything yet, and I did also receive a couple of late Black Friday pickups, because I ordered them online, and they got here super late. So yeah, this is just part 2 of the previous recent vinyl finds, and to my surprise, this is not going to be my last video before Christmas. I actually have one more vinyl finds video to do, because I have a lot of 7-inch singles to show, and I've pretty much got enough to dedicate a whole video to them. So just so this video is not super long and super boring, I'm going to leave the 7-inch singles for my next video, which is coming tomorrow. And then I've got 2 more videos to come out before we roll into 2019, because I'm going to do a Christmas vinyl haul, and I've got a best of / roundup of 2018, the best bits of 2018, along with which in that I will include my top 10 albums of the year. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. Including this video, we've only got 4 more to go before we say hello to 2019. And in 2019, my resolution is going to be that I make videos other than recent vinyl finds, because that definitely seems like something I do all the time, is just recent vinyl finds, continuously making those. So, but it doesn't matter, we'll get into these, starting off with the 12-inch singles that I picked up. There's not many, I think there's 6. Yeah, there's 6, so, is there 6? Yeah, there's 6. So, let's get into this, starting off with Luther Vandross, Power of Love, Love Power, backed with I Wanted Your Love and Any Love. Mainly just picked it up for I Wanted Your Love, which is on the flip, because I like that song, but I didn't own it on a 12, so I kind of wanted it. Mantronix Scream, classic 80s hip hop tune there, with the dub mix on the flip side. Yeah, that's really good. Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman, backed with Warm and Tender Love and Take Time to Know Her. Do like a bit of Percy Sledge, so that was a nice pickup. Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel, backed with the Rapacious mix. I really like this song, so I had to grab it on 12. Milano, Deal With a Feeling, backed with Rep for the Streets. Bit of 2000s hip hop there. And then Cypress Hill 12-inch, because I don't think I had any Cypress Hill on 12. This is Lowrider. It's got the explicit version and the clean version on one side, and then it has the instrumental on the flip side. So that's really nice to own. Let's get into the main albums here, starting off with Howard Jones, Humans Lib. Didn't know much about this. I mean, I knew the 2 big tracks on here, which I'm pretty sure were What Is Love and New Song. But yeah, did enjoy this one. Not typically the type of thing I would pick up, but did really enjoy this one. It was mainly a recommendation, but I can't put it down. It was actually really surprising. Whistle, self-titled. 80s, more 80s hip hop there. Not, I wouldn't say classic, because I don't think most people would know this, but it does come with a free 12-inch of Just Buggin'. So, yeah, but yeah, if you like the old school 80s hip hop, this is definitely one to check out, because it was really good. It really surprised me as well. Whitney Houston, self-titled. I don't know why I didn't own this yet, to be honest, because I love Whitney and I didn't have any Whitney on vinyl, so I had to grab it. The cover is obviously not brilliant, but it's like I always say, you can't play the cover. Anyway, moving on. Confunction, Electric Lady, Disco Funk there. Actually, really, it's okay. It's not their best album, but it's still a good album by them. Can't knock it. Finally picked up a copy of Al Green's Let's Stay Together. I never really see this album. Again, bit of damage on the cover, but if I've said it once, I've said it loads of times. I can't play the cover, so it's not going to matter to me. This is a reissue of this, but I'm not too fussed because this album itself just never ever comes up. Well, at least I never see it. If you see it all the time, then good for you, but I never see it. So as soon as I saw it, I had to grab it, even though it's a reissue. Not a recent reissue. I think it's like a late 70s reissue or an early 80s reissue, but it is a reissue. Michael McDonald, Sweet Freedom, the best of Michael McDonald. He's one of these artists where I do like, but you can give me a best of and I've pretty much got everything I need. Of course, the song Sweet Freedom's on here. I keep forgetting What a Fool Believes. All the big songs, obviously, so nice to pick that up and have that there in the collection. A soundtrack that I didn't have already yet, and one that I was meant to grab a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't own this. This is the soundtrack to Shaft, Isaac Hayes. Beautiful, beautiful album. Just flawless from start to finish. I guess it's supposed to be the other way there, but yeah. I'm going to make it a mission of mine to have all 4 of these albums at some point in time. I already have To Be Continued, so I'm a quarter of the way there. Yeah, there it is, the soundtrack to Shaft. I didn't own it yet, weirdly enough. This is on Stax. I'll show you the label for that one. I mean, it's just that really common yellow Stax label, but I don't own a lot of stuff on Stax, and I really like the label. So, yeah, to find something on Stax is always a pleasure, at least for someone like me who is a fan of anything on Stax, pretty much. So yeah, we have that. And next up, I don't go into charity shops or thrift stores often, because I know I don't really find anything, but I went into one out on a whim, and there was one thing I walked out with that really caught my eye, and it's Living Eyes by the Bee Gees. I didn't have this one. It's a later Bee Gees album from '81, and this one is very similar to Spirits Having Flown. If you like Spirits Having Flown, you may like this album. Obviously the title track Living Eyes is really good. It opens the album actually, and the song Be Who You Are is just a very, very beautiful ballad by Barry Gibb. Yeah, just really good. Just a flawless album from start to finish, and even comes with the original Bee Gees fan club merchandise order slip, which I didn't know they had, but that was pretty interesting. The original inner as well on RSO. I shouldn't have to show you that label, it's so common, but there it is anyway. The white RSO label, if you can see that. But yeah, just really, really nice album. If you like I said, if you like the Spirits Having Flown album, you'll really like this one. It's not disco-y at all. I mean, there's maybe 1 or 2 disco tracks on here, but it's more pop rock than anything else. So I would recommend it personally, but I guess it all comes down to a matter of taste. Foreigner. I've been going through a Foreigner kick recently, going through all their studio albums, because I already had the greatest hits and I had Agent Provocateur. So, and I really liked both of those albums, so I just wanted to start going through their discography. And so I picked up their third studio album, Head Games, because I already had the first two. Yeah. Their third album, of course, has Dirty White Boy. The big track on here opens the album. Not my favourite Foreigner album, but it's still a good one. I mean, if you like Foreigner, you'll pretty much like this album, because it's that typical Foreigner sound, but yeah, I really like the cover as well. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good album. It's just not my favourite from them. But again, you can't. As I was saying before my camera cut me out, this is a really good album. And if you like Foreigner, you'll like it, because it's that typical Foreigner sound. So I cannot recommend it any less. Next up is a bootleg. I'm a bit iffy about showing bootlegs because I don't know what people's opinions on them are. But personally, I don't mind them. So I'm gonna just show you this one. Live Wireless, AC/DC. And it even says on the back what it is. It's a live show that they did on the 10th of September 1978 at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Columbus, Ohio. It's from the Bon Scott era of AC/DC, obviously being from 78. Goes up to Let There Be Rock. I don't really know how to feel about this one. I mean, I like the vinyl. That burgundy marble vinyl looks really good, and they're all numbered as well. I have number 88. But yeah, the pressing is great. The pressing is really good for what they can do from recordings from that time, I guess. But it does sound really good. I think what it comes down to is just a matter of whether you like AC/DC enough to get it, because it's one of those where it's AC/DC, but it's because it's live stuff, it focuses more on Angus Young's guitar work on this album, more so than Bon Scott's vocal. But it's still a great album, still definitely a great live recording, so nice to have that. And I mainly picked it up, I guess, for the vinyl, because I don't think I had anything on Burgundy. So yeah, that was nice. And I've left my Black Friday pickups for last for two reasons. The first one is because they are hip-hop albums, and the second is because they are modern hip-hop albums. So I left them until last because if you guys want to click off the video because they're not your cup of tea, by all means, go ahead. But if you want to learn a little bit more about modern hip-hop, you can keep watching. Let's get on with it. This is Rae Sremmurd, or Sremmurd, with Shrem Life 2, their second album, 2016. The big song on here is Black Beatles. It has like 650 million hits on YouTube, I think, already. And the song's, like I said, only about 2 years old. So, really good album from front to back. Definitely really worth checking out if you like modern, I guess more so trap music. Obviously not going to be for everybody, but I like it anyway. And actually we're at Wireless this year. I missed out the chance to get tickets, but I hear they were really good. Next time they're over, I'm definitely going to make sure I can go and see them. But this last one, is what a lot of people call a lot of hip hop people, I should say, called their album of the year. I don't know if it would have been mine. It might have been, but it's not my favourite album from this artist. But I still like this artist enough, and the price I got it for, I wasn't gonna not buy it. It's Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Not my favourite from him, obviously. I prefer his older work. This is still a great album from front to back, and funny enough, there is another version of this album where the track listing is backwards and it's on clear vinyl, and even listening to the album the opposite way, it still sounds like the same album, really weirdly. But funny enough, the tracks with Rihanna and U2 on here are really good. But it's not just trap music on this, like Humble, like the track Humble would suggest. It's actually a lot. There's old school stuff in here as well, like that classic Kendrick sound. Definitely has elements of his previous 3 studio albums, but I definitely did enjoy this one quite a bit. After giving it a full listen again, maybe it would have been my album of the year for 2017. But again, I'm not too sure. I'd have to give it a couple more spins first. But it's definitely a good album and worth a listen if you like Kendrick, because he is probably my favourite modern rapper. So I gotta give props to him. So that's everything I have to show you guys for this video. My next video, like I said at the beginning, is going to be dedicated to all the 7-inch singles that I've picked up over the last week or so, because I picked up a few which I really shouldn't have done because I haven't got anywhere to put them, but I picked them up anyway. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to let you guys get off, and hopefully I'll see you guys again. Actually, I will see you guys again very soon. Peace.